What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button, because today we're diving into some of the most devastating moments in boxing history. We're talking about fights that were supposed to go the distance, championship bouts that took months to prepare for, legends who got sent to the canvas before they even broke a sweat. That's right, today we're counting down the top 5 greatest first round knockouts in boxing history. These are the knockouts that shook the world, ended careers, and reminded us why boxing is the most unpredictable sport on the planet. So let's get into it. Starting at number 5. Coming in at number 5. Wait, hold on. I know what you're thinking. That fight went to the 10th round. You're absolutely right. But here's the thing. What happened in the first round set up one of the most greatest upsets in sports history. In the opening second, Douglas did something nobody expected. He caught Iron Mike with a clean uppercut that sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, actually looks human. Now, while Douglas didn't finish him in the round 1, that punch was the most psychological knockout you'll ever see. It took Douglas, "You can hurt this guy," and it told Tyson, "This isn't going to be easy." 9 rounds later, Buster Douglas knocked out the undefeatable Mike Tyson, and it all started with that first round statement punch. Sometimes the greatest first round moments aren't just about the knockout, they're about planting the seed of doubt in your opponent's mind. But now we get to the real first round demolitions. At number 4, we have a knockout so brutal, so absolutely savage that it still makes highlight reels today. Julian, the Hawk Jackson vs Ismael Negron, November 1989. Julian Jackson had a reputation. This guy had an 89% knockout ratio. Let me say that again, 89%. That means if you stepped into the ring with Jackson, you are probably going to go to sleep. The fight starts. They're feeling each other out, exchanging a few jabs, and then at 1 minute 42 seconds, boom! Jackson lands a left hook that literally lifts Negron off his feet and sends him crashing to the canvas like a falling tree. Negron's legs are doing the chicken dance. The ref doesn't even count, he just waves it off immediately. The announcers are screaming, the crowd is going insane, and Jackson, he's just walking back to his corner like it's another day at the office. When people talk about one-punch knockout power, Julian Jackson is the definition. This wasn't lucky, this was surgical precision meeting raw, devastating power. Number 3 takes us to Las Vegas, June 2007. Ricky the Hitman Hatton, a British warrior with a cult following, steps into the ring with former 2-time world champion Jose Luis Castillo. Now, Castillo was no pushover. This is a guy who went toe-to-toe with Floyd Mayweather and nearly beat him. He was experienced, dangerous, and ready for war. The bell rings, they meet in the center. A few punches are exchanged, and then Hatton unloads. A crushing left hook to the body doubles Castillo over like he just got hit by a truck. He drops to one knee, gasping for air, his face a mask of agony. The ref starts counting. 1, 2, 3. Castillo tries to stand, but his body is screaming at him. 4, 5, 6. He can't get up. Fight over. 4 minutes into the first round, and one of the toughest fighters in the sport is done. This knockout showed the world that Ricky Hatton wasn't just hype. The British fans went absolutely ballistic, and Hatton cemented himself as one of the most exciting fighters of his generations. Body shots, they just don't lie. Alright, we're getting into the top 2 now. These next fighters are absolutely legendary. At number 2, this is the knockout that made an entire arena go silent. Gerald the G-Man McClellan versus J. Bell, December 1993 in London. McClellan was a monster, 29 wins, 2 losses, and 27 of those wins were by knockout. When you fought McClellan, you were in for the fight of your life. J Bell steps into the ring. The crowd is buzzing. The bell rings, and exactly 20 seconds later, it's over. McClellan stalks forward like a predator. Bell throws a jab. McClellan slips it and counters with the right hand. That is just. It's picture perfect. Bell goes down, hard, face first, completely unconscious. 20 seconds. The ref doesn't even bother counting. Medical staff rush in. The crowd is stunned into complete silence. You could hear a pin drop in that arena. This wasn't just a knockout, this was a statement. This was McClellan announcing to the world, I'm not here to box, I'm here to end you. But as devastating as that was, there's one first round knockout that stands above them all. And here we are, number 1, the greatest first round knockout in boxing history. June 27th, 1988, Atlantic City, Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. This wasn't just any fight, this was being called once and for all. 2 undefeated champions, the biggest fight in years, months of build-up, trash talk, mind games. Michael Spinks was terrified before the fight even started. Tyson's aura, his intimidation, his presence, it was psychological warfare. The bell rings. 91 seconds. That's all it took. Tyson comes out like a freight train. Boom. Right hand wobbles Spinks. Spinks tries to clinch. Tyson shrugs him off. Another right hand. Spinks goes down. He gets up at 7. The ref checks him. Fight continues. Tyson smells blood. He stalks forward. Spinks is backing up, trying to survive. And then a crushing left-right combination. Spinks hits the canvas hard. The ref waves it off without even counting. 91 seconds. The most anticipated fight in boxing. Over. Before most people even finish their popcorn. This knockout defined an era. It solidified Mike Tyson as the most feared fighter on the planet. It ended Michael Spinks' career. He never fought again. And it gave us one of the most iconic images in sports history. Iron Mike standing over his opponent, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, proving he was worth every bit of the hype. That's why it's number 1. Not just for the knockout itself, but for what it meant. And there you have it, fight fans. The top 5 greatest first round knockouts in boxing history. Let me know in the comments which one you think is the most devastating. And if I missed any that should have made it to the list, drop those down below too. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.